Hey everyone! Today I have a speed paint for you because the weather is awful and the lightning pretty bad. But I wanted to talk about art styles, so speed paint is totally fine too. You see me drawing a commission, my first one ever, which I'm pretty proud of. The commission took me 2.5 hours because I made the canvas quite big and had a very tiny brush, so it took quite long. And now you see everything in 12 minutes. that's sad. Yes, but now I want to talk about art style. At first I'll chat about why my art style changed, and after that how you can help to find your own art style. As you can see, my style changed a lot since the last video, and it was a very drastic change, but I'm really happy with it. It was really time consuming before, which doesn't mean I rush through now, but it doesn't take 7 hours anymore. And I won't say I never draw in my old style again, but yeah, I actually plan one bigger drawing in the future, but that will be the exception. I really want to become an illustrator, preferable a children's book illustrator, so my current style is very fitting, I guess. Which doesn't mean I won't adjust some things and draw things different in the future, but overall I'm happy with it now. I put some of my recent drawings, which are draws in your style entries, on the screen, so you can see how it looks now. Now it's about practicing and exploring the new style even more, drawing props, animals and backgrounds in that style, which is gonna be tough, but I need to be able to do it if I want to be an illustrator for children's books, because I don't only draw heads there, you know. I never thought I would draw animals, but here we go, and I'm excited for it, because animals aren't my favorite things, but I guess it's more when I draw them realistically. And in this stylized way, I think it's manageable. Maybe it's fun. Let's see. And now you may ask, how did you change your style? How can I find my style? Well, I decided to change within a day. I tried that new style and was inspired by Mimimu illustration here on YouTube. I link her socials in the description. And I fell in love with it. It was the first time I felt like this. I started drawing kind of realistic to develop my style from this to a semi-realistic style, but then I was stuck, I guess. And then I knew that the children book style is my way to go. I really want to make art for a living. And drawing children book illustrations, I don't know, that feels good. But I don't think that happens to everyone, so let's talk about what you can do to achieve your own style. So a very big advice that I can give you is to collect drawings and paintings of other artists you admire and put them into a mind map. It doesn't matter if they look extremely different, if there are landscapes and drawings of people and it's all mixed up and you actually only want to draw human, just collect it all. If you really like it and it's something that inspires you, then collect it. I use Visref for that. I don't know if it's pronounced like that, but I link it down below. But you can also use your drawing program. After putting that all together, I look at the similarities and write them down. Maybe it's all bright and colorful or in earthy or pastel tones. And then see if some characteristics like eyes, ears and so on are similar. And then look at each drawing and pick out what you like the most of them, and if it's the line art, how they drew the eyes, or the use of specific brushes, and write it down. And then ask yourself, what of all these things that you wrote down would you like to incorporate in your own art? For example, you want textured brushes like artist A, line art like artist B, eyes like artist C, and earthy tones like the overall aesthetic of everything you collected together. Maybe you even want to change these things up a little bit already, or you do it later on. Now that you know how you want your art to look like, you have to do it. So, well, that sounds easy, but it really takes some time, and you can incorporate one thing after another into your art. Try out if it really fits you or not, or you go all in and incorporate everything that you wrote down and that you want to have in your art and do it all at once. But it will take practice whether you do it the one way or the other, because style is nothing that's there overnight. You know, I have to practice too, so it's more consistent and it's really recognizable. So you see it and say, oh yes, that's Pia. And I thought I want to go without outlines, for example, but now I think I maybe want to add more line art or some line art or all line art. I'm not quite sure. And I'm changing between drawing faces without lips and only a line for a mouth, or maybe I do both and change it up depending on the character that I'm drawing. If you have decided on one style that you want to achieve, you don't have to stick with it. So you can change things up. You can see what works for you, what doesn't. So, and now you see me here doing the commission, which I wanted to talk about again because it was so exciting for me because it's my first commission, and I really hope to do more in the future, because it's also, I mean, I have my style and the customer knows what he will get, but it's also kind of practice, you know. Every time I draw, I get more fluent with it, I'd say. I don't know if fluent is the right word, but maybe you know what I mean. And you do it for someone who appreciates your art and likes what you do, and that's a good feeling. So I really hope to do it more. Maybe I do another video just talking about commissions, but not yet because it's my first one. And I mean, I don't think that I'm in the right position to talk about commissions right now. But I think I'll do it. In the next video, I'll talk about how to use Procreate. I'll explain some things, and I hope the lighting is better then, and that I can film me while doing it. I would prefer that. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below if you have any questions regarding something that happened in the video or something that I talked about. And you can tell me if you like these kind of speed paintings with talking, or if you prefer it when I film myself drawing. If you don't have already, you can also follow me, and we see us next weekend. Have a wonderful start in the week. Bye!